Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3, where today we have some gardening to do. I think I said at the beginning of the series that I was going to record and release some episodes over the weekend. I've decided that instead of metering them out a bit each day, I'm just going to record a couple extra right now and release them, and if you want to watch them, one a day over the weekend, they'll be there for that, and if you want to binge watch them, they'll be there for that too. So, I have to say I'm a little bummed out by the amount of combat so far the number of encounters we've had that have started with us getting kind of close and me thinking, okay, now we'll get to see their detection circles and we'll get to position, and instead it's just no, they immediately see you from way too far away for that, and then a scripted thing happens and then you're fighting. I don't know if the stealth mechanics are going to be worth investing in, because we have no idea how frequently that kind of thing is going to happen. So I'm just going to keep that in mind as we're developing here, and we're maybe going to not worry about stealth too much. I will say, stealth is maybe not 100% my sort of thing in the first place, right? Okay. Who would have thought? The ammo box is full of bullets. Also, I should probably go ahead and heal up a little bit here. So it seems like med hypos are... They were fairly expensive in town, right? But they don't seem to be terribly uncommon yet. I'm gonna just use this. I don't really know what the right strategy for recovering health between things is. Got ourselves a frag mine. Hey. So okay, I'm assuming if I click on this, it'll bring the correct person from the selected group forward. Yes. Okay. So we don't always need to do that manually. Well, can I not? No, I guess I can't grab the disarmed mine. Alright, Brass, you deal with that. We have a door here. Looks like Brass is getting a real workout on this one. Alright, so we have powered the door, and... what exactly am I even looking at here? Combat analysis processor. Wow, that's valuable junk. Is this a pressure plate, or... It is indeed. Okay, so then the computer is powered. Who among us is most likely to be able to interact with this computer? I think between the lot of us, we have 0 levels of nerd stuff. So, I don't know. You do it. The interface of the computer has been customized with a cartoonish plant-based theme. A large eggplant smiles and presents what looks like a game menu. Oh, it's one of these games. Sure, create a new character. You are assigned an avatar of a cob of corn. It stated your name was auto-generated, but you have doubts that Bellamaze was random. Okay, I don't have enough nerd stuff to be very good at this game. I guess let's play Bellamy Land? Your vegetable avatar seems to be in a desert garden. You decide to stop after a series of events lead to all the cacti being slaughtered in a garden, and some guy with a BB gun started hunting you down. I don't know what we're making... I assume this is a reference. I do not know what we are making reference to here. Your vegetable avatar seems to be in that same desert garden. The game starts at the funeral of a fellow vegetable. The game ends abruptly after you wondered what would happen if you dug up his grave. Shot to death. That was the answer. This is very strange. Huh. Alright, well, I guess let's just finish looting the place. It's a dynamic matrix that crosses photons, clearly. It is not marked as junk, so probably it'll be useful in here somewhere. Now let me test 110. And some pogs. Oh man. Oh man, remember pogs, everybody? It's wild that pogs are slightly more valuable than most other junk.
Right. This is Bellamy Ward, PAL operational test number, 110. I've adjusted the angle of the solar collectors by 3.12 degrees to improve the energy transmission from the photonic amplification lenses. I've also attached a more sensitive voltmeter to the test panel, so I can hopefully get a more accurate reading of the conversion rate. Everything's set. Here we go. The photon amplification lenses are operating at 60% ambient light, approximately what we would expect on a typical day in Colorado Springs. Checking the voltmeter now. Yes, It's working! Energy storage is 12% above norm. This is better than I hoped. Now, if I can get the storage rate up to 25%, we'll have surplus power running into the batteries each day. For the first time since the deluge of fire, Colorado Springs will have all the electricity it needs. I can't wait to show this to Theo and Megan. They'll be so excited.
It's very exciting. So this is a frozen ferret launcher. It shoots frozen ferrets. We have a person who has one weird science. Maybe what we're going to see is Skelly slowly transforming away from my idea as sort of a fire and blood raider and into just a sort of a generically wacky character. Also, it's wild to me that this would require 10 weapon modding. You just make a weapon more likely to cause bleed. Isn't 10 the cap? Isn't that the most weapon modding? Also, we have here a skill book that I think we're going to hold on to for a minute. If it increases your brawling by 1, like hold on. The cost of skill points goes up as you get more skill in, right? Like, it would only cost us 1 point to buy this, but this one here is 2 points. Yeah, and then they start to cost 3, and then they start to cost 4 and 5 and 6. So really, if we want Ringer to be great at brawling, and I think I do, ideally we want to hold the book until we've invested a little bit more, right? And yes, 10, by the way, 10 is the cap. It's crazy to me that this weapon mod requires 10 weapon modding. That just doesn't make any kind of sense. Alright, you can't even really use this flamethrower, so here, have a Ferret Launcher. Just it's a very normal day out here in the garden. We'll try to use it sparingly. It does have a huge amount of penetration and a pretty good base damage. Does it say on it? It doesn't really... Oh, okay, here it is, range 18. So it's accurate at a longer range than the rifle. Alright, well, we'll just hold on to it for now. Is there anything else around here? I think we've interacted with all of the meaningful interactables. I would love to... Oh, there's a safe. Is the safe... I'm assuming the safe is opened by doing something in the computer. Probably some nerd stuff. Oh no, the safe just requires power. Oh, there's a different... Huh. How do I get... Well, that's not... This panel's not connected to that, though. I mean, we have power running to this thing. I bet the computer is involved. Probably we'd have to succeed at whatever the nerd stuff check was. It's fine. We'll come back later, maybe. Well, all these mines are just free XP. So it seems like it's not a chance to disarm. It doesn't, like, show us a percentage or anything. It's just like, if you have the skill, you can do it. Oh, what was that? Oh. Okay, well, there's definitely stuff going on up here. Go ahead and disarm. A booze box. Do I think we can get close enough to this to open it without it becoming an issue? Probably. This looks like a big, difficult combat, though. The Beastmaster. Let's go around this way. I'm not even going to go to the booze box, because I do not feel confident that we will be able to touch it without alerting people. Ooh, I wish I could... Hold on, how far down the thing is that guy going to come? Okay, we're good, we're good. I wish I could check what the buff for an animal will be without necessarily getting it. Maybe I could let my dog go and check out the fox. We gotta learn, right? We have to learn what the animals do so that we will know when we have the appropriate one for our situation. Alright, where the hell did that fox go? Come on. Alright, I got that Foxy Moxie, which is bonus leadership range. Okay, not that good, actually, then, for a guy who does not have any leadership. We'll keep it in mind. Am I allowed to... Can we run through that? Yes. There are buried items over here. Keen Karen, the creepy doll. Grants +1 perception to all squad members. And some shrink grenades. Okay, a little bit of classic weird science. So Keen Karen, is that just a permit? Do I need to equip that, or what's the deal with a Keen Karen? First of all, Skelly, you have some fun grenades now. You know, here's a wonderful thing about coming up with a character in a game, and it works wonderfully in computer games and in, you know, traditional tabletop role-playing games and stuff. You can have some ideas about who your character will be at the beginning of things, but your character will turn out to be the best and the most interesting if you're reactive to your environment. Let the game shape the character as much as you do, right? So Skelly is maybe becoming something a little bit different than I had initially planned. Oh, I never did equip this. I assume this is like a head slot item, or... No, it's a... What is this slot called? Mousing over it does not tell me. Okay. So it looks like the Keen Karen is not actually in my inventory. It said it added it to the archive. Where's my archive? What even is an archive? Alright, this might be a thing I end up having to look up. These are just filters on the inventory. Yeah. I don't know. For the moment, I'm gonna guess that it has just given us all permanently +1 perception forever, which is pretty cool. Yo! Now that's not a friendly dog. This is a real nightmare of a scene over here. But we definitely want access to that PAL controller. So, here's what we're gonna do. Let's just position a little bit. And then we're gonna open fire. Wait, what is that? Oh, I see. When I'm pointing at it, it's showing me the fire cone, and that's a piece of cover that could be damaged. Alright, I'm gonna get a little closer. I want Ringer to be the one who opens up. Apparently I can get closer than I thought I could. Yeah. Brass can step over here. We can try to get like a line of fire through the big wolf into this little one. So one thing that's not 100% clear to me still is, if I open fire, are we going to get a whole turn? Or is it just going to be like, it does the one action that I opened with, and then stuff proceeds from there? And because I'm not sure, I'm going to start with this action. Because if we're only going to get one person's action, it should probably be this one. I was really hoping that some of that was going to clip the alpha. Okay, no, it's going to give me a full turn. Well, that seems pretty good then. And Brass already took her first action. That's how it works. Okay. Okay, that makes sense to me. So... Not 100% sure what the right spot's going to be. This is pretty good, though. I think I should be able to get a couple of decent blasts off here. Oh. Okay. Not a bad start. Now, obviously, we care a great deal about flattening the big wolf. It's a lot of health. Maybe I should focus on the other wolf first. Let's get, Does Jim have a shot? He has a shot. It's not amazing. So somebody should soften that up first. Okay, you can't hit it from where you're at. Yeah, I guess just move up and do this. That should be enough to let Jim get a kill at least. I guess Jim killing one thing doesn't provide us with a bonus, though. Oh, I need people to move out of the way a little bit. Alright, you step into the corner. Trying to open up a path for movement here. So what has Skelly got? Skelly's got a couple of shots at... It's just a lot of health, man. Maybe I should have shot with my Ferret Launcher. So it doesn't... It still just says our radius. It does when I mouse over it doesn't even show me what the radius is. Oh, and when I click it, it also doesn't. My plan there was, oh, I'll get it to show me the radius.
Cooperation is key to victory.
But no, apparently I will not. What I will actually do is just fire the ability off immediately. I guess I'm gonna... Skelly doesn't have any AP. Nobody has any AP. Well, shoot. Yeah, everybody has just a little bit too little to fire any of their weapons. He's got his knuckles. Ambush. He's gonna go for the old punch ambush. I do kind of wish there was a mass prepare. Got him. Got him with the punch ambush. Turns out not to have been that meaningful. Okay, so my armor's reducing that attack by 20%, which I guess gives us some idea of the value of a point of armor.
The outcome was never in doubt.
That's good, Jim. Just model courage for us. So, these bodies... It looks like the bodies don't have anything. Oh, this one does. He's got, you know, wolf parts. Some glowing ooze that we pulled out of that wolf. And a pelt, which is, for some reason, less valuable than the ooze. Okay. So, when we turn this on, it's going to detonate that barrel, I guess? Is the idea? So I probably want to wait a second. Wait for the Beastmaster to come back. I don't know exactly how it's going to work in terms of time passing while we're using the computer. But let's let the Beastmaster get close to the thing. Okay, time is totally still passing. The interface for the photon amplification lens looks simple. Most routines are automated, but there are some controls you can adjust. Yeah, I guess we do have this dynamic cross-photon matrix, don't we? You remove a component labeled passive cross-photon matrix and install the dynamic cross-photon matrix. There's a short hiss and the piece starts smelling of ozone. That's probably not a problem, probably. And then adjust photon collection amount, currently at its lowest setting. On the screen, an animated flower wears sunglasses and cringes from glaring sun rays, so I'm going to have to obviously dial that all the way up. And then activate. Did it? Yes, it did. Yes, it sure did. I'm very pleased with my timing there. Jim, could you maybe not bum everybody out the instant combat starts? And it looks like I do not have the ability to, like, use this as cover and fire over it. Or at least Jim doesn't. His weapon's, I guess, pretty close range. That doesn't necessarily tell me much. I think I'm going to have Jim just, like, run over to here and be in ambush mode. Because obviously, somebody like Jim, we want him closer to the cover over there. Okay. Some of us, with the slightly longer range weapons, have the shot we need. precision strike this dude. And I mean, I'm just gonna go for the head, right? This is the best flat bonus damage. There was no chance that guy was living long enough for it to make sense to apply any status debuffs. Ringer should probably be back in gun mode, and probably just do the same deal, help Jim set the ambush. Is that... how many AP is this? 7? Yeah, that's fine. Get into a position where you can potentially shoot someone next turn. Lucia's gun has a range of 10.5, so Lucia also needs to get over here. I wish there were a little bit more cover to use on the approach. I guess just get here. And then Skelly can... let's see. I guess I'll have Skelly take up this position and just ambush. We might be able to clip people as they approach the ramp, maybe. I'm a little worried that this is out of range and awkward. But some of them that have guns might try to just close up to here to shoot at us. It's a pretty good shot. Ow. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting the photon amplification lens to, like, turn and fire that way. Should we... I'm gonna turn that off. Let's see if we can just dial that down a little bit. With the lens activated, you are locked out of all the controls. A smiling flower avatar waves at you under a word balloon. Have a nice day. Okay, I'm a little worried. Hopefully it's able to determine friend from foe. You know, usually when you create a gardening tool, you install some sort of IFF system, so probably we're fine. Alright, some garbage cigarettes, some garbage. Ooh. A vehicle upgrade. Hood ornament. Okay. Some more of that crazy Triceratops armor. Pants. Everybody could use some pants. Interesting. A mysterious black substance that periodically bulges, shudders, and farts. Cool. Some fangs and garbage. Some bullets. That's nice. Ooh, a medic pack. Okay, not a bad haul on the whole. Turns out a little bit of tactical work on the front end can really make an encounter easier. Ooh, 7 armor. The aggressive shapes on this armor conceal its sophisticated design. Its considerable weight is distributed well over the wearer's body, making it feel lighter than it is. I don't know, man. It does require 5 strength to wear. Alright, lots and lots of bullets. Love that. Don't go anywhere near any of this stuff.
What's in that pit?
I don't think you want to answer that question. A fancy robotic part that took humanity thousands of years to collectively develop and manufacture, all in the name of partying down. That's true. That's the only use of LEDs. Alright, let's take a moment and equip. So, do you have 5 strength? I know you have a bunch. You totally do have 5 strength. Okay. Then congratulations on your fancy new armor. Alright, let's recheck display of the armor. Oh my. Okay, that one I'll leave on. This one's big and stupid looking, but it's big and stupid looking in a way that I can really get behind. And then we have Brass is definitely strong enough to wear some of this stuff. You know, honestly, I think it works better on her. I think the color scheme is certainly part of it. Ringer's absurdly red gear. It doesn't look all that red here. It's like pretty muted, so I didn't think it was going to be a problem. But it's a lot brighter on the metallic pieces. And then we have pants that also require considerable strength, which I guess we'll pass to him. Wow, yeah. Hi everyone, I'm the doctor. And then, let's see, we have the modded legs don't require anything. Do we have other people who have 3 strength? You have 1. Okay. Quan can wear the other suit of heavy armor. On him, I might turn off the display. It looks a little silly, but I guess I'll leave it. Okay, so does everybody have some chest armor on now? I think we do. Yes, cool. All right, pants. Also, people should wear pants. That's my bold opinion. we have so many people in our employ who now just look like walking tanks. Jim tends to be close to people. And I guess you're also a pistol wielder. And then Skelly's just running around with no pants on, so sticking to her lunatic raider persona for a little bit. And then we got level up. Was it just... Yes, it was just Brass. I mean, Brass got a ton of XP from disabling explosives and stuff. Ringer's real close. So, what do we want from Brass? I think it might be like... I might take luck. Yeah. It's like that or coordination. Because I think strength is probably... We're probably fine on strength for the moment. Let's go a little bit more luck. I think if you're going to work with explosives for a living, you should be lucky. That's a good trait to have as a blowing stuff up type person. Unlock a mortar blast perk. What does that actually do? I'm assuming you have to be using using a rocket launcher. Interesting. Boy, you got to do some quick math on that one, huh? I kind of love it, though. And then... Do we want to take that, or what else do we actually have available? So, 20% bonus damage to vehicles and robots. We should have somebody who's good at fighting them. 0.5 combat speed on the first turn of combat while using big guns. That's cool. Some better positioning. A heavy machine gun attack that consumes twice as many bullets. Enemies in the area take minor damage and are suppressed, losing combat speed and hit chance. Deals massive damage versus demoralized targets. That seems like it might be pretty good. And then resistance. Disarming landmines has a chance to turn them into a grenade. You just don't set off landmines anymore. I might pick up this one. It's like, things that give us more resources early on feel like really smart early picks to me. Just build ourselves up a stockpile of grenades. Alright, and the next time we do any combat or doctoring, Ringer will get a level as well. I actually really like the fact that XP is character specific, and that tasks don't always reward everyone. Gosh, I wish I could pull the camera back further. Okay, so this is just... Did we resolve the whole situation already? I guess we did. Yo! Cyborg chicken! What? Is that... Can I... I mean, it's a robot, so it's probably not so much an animal whisperer thing. Nearly spherical in shape, this plump specimen waddles contentedly along, pecking at the ground. For some reason, someone implanted metal devices into its body. Animal Whisperer 4, harsh. Hey there, little guy, cluck cluck. It tilts its head one way and another, scrutinizing you with one eye and then the next. Okay. I want to know what's up with this cyborg chicken. I have strong feelings about it. And we found ourselves some Molotov cocktails. Okay. Happy to have them. When Ringer levels up, he's taking some points of Animal Whisperer. That's for damn sure. The clothes on this young man are impeccably tailored, the height of local fashion. He holds his hands up and launches into what is obviously a prepared speech.
Compromise agreed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
Stop talking right now.
I thought there was a pretty good chance that him cutting off in the middle of the sentence there was going to be because she shot him. So, this is not... I was expecting to walk into more of a hostage situation. You kids were helping the Dorseys.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
Man, I feel like I have a sense of how those people wound up dead. I guess let's ask.
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen to you.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me.
Okay, where's Nelius Dorsey now?
He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back.
What is his plan? I guess what he came here to do was just cause some pain and then get out alive. All right, why'd you do this, Isaac? Why betray your community like this?
We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change.
I don't know. I think there's some evidence that he might be right on that. Were the Dorseys acting alone, or did they have support from anyone else?
Ferret Launcher's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter. I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains. Something way worse than the Dorseys.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch, I sentence you.
Her voice shakes, but her hand does not. You didn't even see her draw her gun.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
I sort of don't feel like it's my place to intervene here. I don't really have a lot of skin in this particular game, right? Boy. But we don't know exactly what everybody else knows. And the sheriff and the Patriarch are probably both going to want to talk to this guy if he's the only one who knows what's up. I think we probably ought to try to stop her.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done?
Well, we're not going to let him go. Yeah, okay, look, we're going to put him under arrest. We'll make sure justice is served. I don't think there's any kind of justice coming from any direction in this particular situation, but I do need her to not shoot him in the face.
I have justice right here, in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
What would justice even mean? Like, there's no version of anything that happens here that is justice. We're arresting him. You're not the law here, Lucia. You're not even deputized. Also, I'm kind of not even deputized. I'm not going to include that part. This is our job, and we say he's under arrest. Right? The sheriff did not officially deputize me, I don't think. After a long moment, Lucia lowers her gun and looks away, tears running down her face.
Thank you.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over.
Mostly covered in blood. It's not ours. Interesting. So we can arrest the rebels, or we can turn them over to the marshals. Again, I sort of think that this is not... I don't have any skin in this particular game, and I think that probably this information is more useful to... Well, I was going to say this information is more useful to the Patriarch than it is to us, but we do, admittedly, have a kind of an incomplete picture of what's going on around here, and it might be in our best interest in the long term to acquire the intelligence first and then decide what to pass along to the Patriarch. You send a team to pick up these rebels as soon as possible.
Copy that, November 1. Dispatching an arrest team now. Good job getting those sons of bitches. Over and out.
We can always turn them over to the Patriarch later, if it makes sense to do so. Okay, I did sort of want to talk to everybody else, but that's fine. Also, I'm surprised we didn't get any XP there. Alright, so another weapon mod, another rocket launcher, just a bunch of junk. Sutures and medic... Okay. All the stuff. In case you didn't yet do the quest in the first aid office. Glance plates for helmet. Interesting. I don't think we have any helmets yet, do we? Alright, I think we've looted the place out. Wait a minute, we can examine this tent. This camp is only a few days old. Looks like the Dorseys gathered here before their attack on the city. What does this say? Peak solves conflict through negotiation. Poke shoots first, and then keeps shooting. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for shooting. Yeah. Right, we didn't get XP. I didn't level up. I want to level up. I want to take some animal husbandry. I have strong feelings about this chicken. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get it as a pet. I just want to know what its deal is. It's such a weird thing. Colorado Springs is a rare, fully functioning society in post-apocalyptic America, but many sacrifices have to be made in order to maintain it. Or, many sacrifices are made because people feel like making them with the excuse of maintaining it, and actually, those sacrifices dramatically increase its precarity. You know, could be either way. Hard to say, really. It's not hard to say. Also, who the hell knows how rare fully functioning society is in post-apocalyptic America? I thought the whole deal was that everybody's cut off from everybody else.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he helped them kill my family? You let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special?
He wasn't shooting at us. None of these answers really fit the way I would like to answer this question. Which is, like, first of all, my impression of Lucia so far is not that she would have a particularly guilty conscience about this action. I don't necessarily believe that he doesn't deserve to die for what he did. The actual answer here is that I made a sort of a strategic decision, right? But we can't tell her that, I guess. I'm gonna say I don't like any of these because all of these are still us saying to her, well, but he deserved to be saved. And she's gonna be mad about any version of that idea, I think. Let's try the top one. You know, he saved your life. He didn't have to get you out of your house, but he did.
If I had been in the house, I could have saved them. The whole night could have gone differently. Or am I fooling myself? It took all of us to beat them. Likely I would have died too.
That does seem likely, yes.
Very well. I accept your decision to let him live. But the people who are truly responsible, Neelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way.
Okay, well that seems like all upside for us, considering we were definitely already going to find them. Yeah, absolutely. And in return, you follow orders like a ranger.
Of course. Good. You've got yourselves a bargain, Rangers. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
I mean, you could cut her a little bit of slack, because we haven't bothered to give her any orders yet. Alright, so I guess we're not gonna get our completion XP until we actually do get back to the sheriff. Huh, I never did... What is up here exactly?
Sorry, no admittance. Museum's closed.
The museum. The Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum seems closed for business. Alright, we do have money and junk. We could probably buy some stuff, but...
Ixnay, I'm the Arshals man.
They've been real assholes. I mean, they threw my brother up against the wall just for spitting on the ground.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Guy does not take a hit.
This is Corporal Gonzalez at Ranger Command. Who am I speaking with?
It's the wrong way.
This is Rosie Wong at the Sands Lux Apartments. The tap water's brown again.
That's not really our department, Miss Wong. Can I,
Then you go arrest whose department it is. I'm trying to run a business here. My tenants have a right to clean water.
Either of you ever worry about getting hitched to a pillory?
I mean, she's right, but that really doesn't seem like my department.
Some marshals from Broadmoor. Put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets all the way to Broadmoor.
I like your style, Rangers. I asked for a favor and you came through for me. Of course, I'd have liked it better if you sent Isaac Reed and his traitor friends to me, rather than locking them up in Ranger HQ. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. And I sure would appreciate it if you keep that in mind for the future.
Yeah, will do, I lied.
Glad to hear that. I think we'll get along fine. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
It seems like maybe we will.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and should be an asset to your organization.
And right now it's just an empty chair, so thanks for the referral. And we do need someone for that position. Welcome aboard.
Great. I'll head over to Ranger headquarters in a bit and start fixing up your brig. I can't think of a better way to serve than to ensure that our justice is fair, even to those who transgressed against it.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town?
Interesting. What do you think is the strategic difference between leaving Isaac's name out of it and explicitly implicating him? I guess it probably doesn't matter too much, given that Isaac is in our brig, so she can't, fly into a rage and murder him. Also, is her gun constantly on fire? That seems dangerous. It's right up against the fabric of your coat. Alright, well, let's not let Sheriff Daisy make any long-term decisions for us. I'm gonna give her the whole thing here. Now, you know what? We arrested them for us because we're keeping secrets. I'm gonna keep secrets. Well, apparently they had help from Ferret Launcher's gang, which is definitely the name of a person.
Figures. That rat slinked into town about 5 years back, and the patriarch, God love him, offered him a place to set up shop. Been nothing but trouble ever since, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brago helped the Darcys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Take down Brago for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Alright, I am not going to say that I am generally in the business of, working for Sheriff Daisy, but I do think this sounds like a thing that I don't really have any qualms with doing, and we could use the supplies. So, our dude here has leveled up. What do we want to do with his attribute point? So, we want him strong enough to punch people, which he probably is right now. I don't think we need to push strength anymore. Speed is probably a good idea. And then, of course, just like general intelligence. It's a little hard to know exactly. Is intelligence going to have more effect than we're seeing listed right here? You don't necessarily need him to have a ton of charisma, although charisma does increase your experience bonus and your strike rate. I'm actually pretty unsure what I want to do with him. I think maybe we push coordination a little bit, try to get some more action points. And then he has a whole variety of useful skills. We might be skilled enough at first aid for the moment. Overhealing, I'm assuming, lets us get some temporary hit points. I guess we can actually look at that. But obviously we're going to be taking Animal Whisperer. So Animal Companions gain bonus con and damage at 5. Ooh, at 5 we upgrade their passive bonuses. And at 7, if they get low, we get strong to defend them. I like that. It seems like enemies are not targeting them very much right now. Using healing items also boosts the target's max con briefly. There's a thing at the very, very top of armor modding. All squad members gain +5 armor while this character is present. See, that feels very in character to me. Gain 50% damage for 2 turns after reviving a downed ally. Okay. Yeah, I think we maybe don't want to advance his combat skills too much. We've sort of got him in the place where we need him to be, where he's capable of contributing to combat. Let's take Animal Whisperer. And then I might go more armor modding. Yeah, let's grab another point of armor modding. And perk-wise, a crippling brawling attack that penetrates target's defenses. For every 1 combo meter built up, provides armor penetration and damage. I don't... Combo meter? Do we have a combo meter? I think I'm going to take Animal Training, actually. What's his first aid skill? Speed when an ally is downed in battle. Potentially combines pretty well with our Varangian Blood. Just run up on somebody and really let him have it. But also, what if our allies just didn't go down in battle? What if we didn't even worry about that? I'm going to take this. We're going to have him really commit to the love all living things character that we're building here. And Quan. Quan also got stuff. So Quan has bonus initiative and no quirk. We don't really have a strong sense of, mechanical identity for him. I guess he's sneaky. He's our sneaky automatic weapons guy. That's not even really a character. And obviously he's stepping on Jim's stuff a little bit here. What do we still need? What would be a useful thing for him to lean into? I guess we don't really have anybody who knows how to do anything with a computer. Alright, Quan, you're the computer man now. So what does this actually do? Yes, I'm fine with this. Robots you hack will now be attacked by other enemies. Okay. So if he's going to be the robots, if he's going to be the nerd stuff guy, I don't actually know that has it doesn't have much of a connection to stats. I might just give him like some awareness or some coordination. Because also, he's good with a rifle. Building up toward more action points seems pretty good. I mean, obviously also hit chance. Also, hit chance is pretty good. Yeah, we'll take a point of awareness. Okay. So I think I'm pretty happy with him. And then I was looking at the skill list there, and I remembered a thing we were going to do with Skelly. We were going to give Skelly toaster repair. She's got a real weird set of skills going on here, and I think we're just going to keep leaning into how weird all of her stuff is. 3 points of toaster repair. That's where we're going. Okay. Let's go back to that chicken. I'm hoping that we'll still be allowed to go in there. You can't just not interact with a cyborg chicken, right? I would never forgive myself if I let this opportunity slip past. There's no way there's a paper that has that information in it already. That happened seconds ago.
Bet this is all Joe's fault.
Well, the door's still open. And if he tries to stop me from going through, I'll just shoot him. So I guess in addition to the bonus, I should be thinking about the combat pets as combat units, right? I'm not really doing that right now, but we should be on the lookout for things that might be helpful in a fight. And like chickens, I don't know if you ever had cause to be around a chicken, especially a chicken that's mad about something, but they're maybe not the most dangerous animal in the world, but they got a real attitude problem. They're mean and they're violent. And if you go ahead and you just cyborg one out, I bet it would actually be a pretty good fighter.
Hello, Rangers. This is Gideon Reyes. I'm addressing you from Broadmoor Heights. The Patriarch has made it known that you are in need of logistical support.
I guess.
I can happily make a few calls, speak to a few people. In exchange, I'd like to ask that you hear me out on a proposition. It's not a thing I really do, this ransoming of aid, but these are unusual circumstances, and Colorado Springs' future hangs in the metaphorical balance. I wouldn't be asking for such an exchange if I wasn't desperate. I'll be at the church in Broadmoor Heights. And I'll tell the marshals to let you through. Come find me here.
Okay, we'll consider it. That computer... where was that? It was over here. I can't remember. Did the nerd stuff check... Was it 3 or 4 points? Quan might actually be able to do it now. Let's have Brass go and just like really weight down this button. It was 3, okay. Look through the file structure and source code. Digging through files, you find a partially implemented game called Bellamy Land 3, which appears to have a map called Garden of Bellamy. Bellamy appears to have modeled his entire workshop in the game. The only difference you notice is there is no computer and the electronic safe is connected directly to a generator. You launch Bellamy Land 3 and your vegetable avatar repairs the generator. Aha! Alright, so we got some subdermal plating. Requires cyborg tech. Oh, interesting. A crummy shotgun. I mean, I don't feel too bad about it. Okay, and some basic weapon mods and stuff. Hey, that's pretty good. That was definitely worth coming back here for. And then we didn't actually check the booze box. I didn't remember to come back for this. What do you know? It's booze. Casa Regretti. You know, the good stuff. Alright, Ringer, you're gonna dismiss your fox here, because as much as I do think it's adorable. It is sadly, I mean, scratch behind the fox's ears first, obviously. The fox emits a vibrato purr. Alright, sorry little buddy. Time for us to go our separate ways. The fox's tail swishes fitfully and it looks away. I mean, its bonus was giving us literally no benefit. Alright, let's have some words. Follow us. It pecks the ground once, head tilting this way and that, before it begins bobbing after you. Well, that was easy. Didn't get a buff, though. Maybe it's solely a combat pet. It gives no other bonus. Okay, it is following. Okay, well, I mean, listen, if it's a solid combatant, then it's good enough for me. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get to check out the deal with the casino, which I'm very curious about. So far, it looks like the Patriarch's pretty much played it straight with us. It doesn't look to me like we're being manipulated. Now, that's not the same thing as me thinking that the Patriarch necessarily ought to be left in power. You know, the situation as a whole is a little bit more complicated than that. But I am not currently reading that he set us up in any way or anything. And I would attach maybe 40% certainty to that. Still a lot of shapes moving around in the dark, you know.
Team November, come in.
Is that me? This is Team November probably. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got Ms. Wong, the manager at the Sands Lux Apartments, on the line. And this one might actually be something. Says she's got a tenant who might be making bombs in...
Shush, shush, shush. Let me talk to them. You're leaving out important details. It's the weirdo in apartment 3. He's gonna kill us all. There's all kinds of loud banging coming from his room. And he's not alone. He's got friends in there. They're planning something. I know it.
Yeah, we'll be right over. I do not want to hand this off to the marshals. We'll be right over, ma'am.
You will? Oh, I knew you guys were better than the marshals. Come to the Sands Lux Apartments now. That loony's liable to blow the whole place sky high.
Okay, well, I was going to go check out the casino, but the way Brass's eyes lit up when that lady said bomb making, I mean, we got no choice, right? The Sands Lux Apartments in downtown Colorado Springs.
What do you mean by sorry?
Sands Lux Apartments. Do we have any idea where that is?
Hey, did you ask your wife?
Oh, hold on. We should,
Hey, chums! Welcome to Taiwan Jones's Emporium. My
Yep,
store has
I'm in a real hurry here. Okay, first of all, sell all the junk. Okay, $3.96. So, what do we want? We could pick up some new guns and stuff. What's Brass's heavy machine gun? 7 to 10 with lower ammo capacity, half the penetration. Okay, that seems like a hell of an upgrade. How expensive is that? $225? You know what? I'll take it. I'm into that. Oh wait, hold on. Ammo. Okay, it uses 7.62. Yeah, that's fine. And then we probably can't afford to do any other big stuff. I mean, I know we're not actually using the flamethrower right now. Maybe we should take some fuel, just in case. Just in case I need to flamethrow. We'll get like a little bit of fuel. We'll grab like 10 fuel. Stuff ain't cheap. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Let's figure out where the hell these apartments are. Did it say on in our mission log at all? No, not this one. Here we go. Downtown Colorado Springs. Okay, that's not useful. We've been to a lot of places. Seeing if anybody around here is named and might be able to give me something. So let's see. This is definitely not an apartment building. That's the garage.
City's really humming again, huh?
Is there...
Maybe I'll join
Maybe it's one of the buildings over here? Oh, yeah. I did see these signs a whole bunch, but also, you know, I'm exceedingly forgetful.
Yeah? This is the Sans Lux Apartments? Who's there?
With the Desert Rangers to see Ms. Wong, of course.
You're here? I don't believe it. Come in, come in.
Wow, people don't really trust my word yet. That's fine. We'll have this solved in no time. The Sans Lux Apartments provide the finest budget accommodations in Colorado Springs. I don't know, have you seen the cells in my brig? We got free mushrooms. Oh man, I hope our new brig warden doesn't mess with the mushrooms. We don't even know if those are like, you know, the good kind yet. Cause I'm scared of eating random mushrooms. Especially given what they seemed to have been doing to the mind of the previous occupant. I wonder what happens if you take on a brig warden while you still have that guy in the cell. Rosie Wong is waiting for you when you enter, smoking a cigarette. She smiles when she sees you. Her teeth are the color of caramel corn. Ugh.
I can't believe you came. Those goddamn marshals never come. They think I'm a pest. I'm vigilant, is what I am. V-I-G-I-L...
She takes a deep drag, presumably to give herself time to remember how to spell the rest of the word.
A-N-T.
Hey, she got there.
Anyhow, I hope you're ready for trouble, Rangers, because I got a situation here.
Oh, come on, Rosie. I always came when you called, didn't I?
You're with the Rangers now, Quan? Well, you were one of the better ones. I'm glad you're out of that marshal racket.
Better keep your cats away from my excellent chicken. So why exactly do the marshals think you're a pest? Oh, I'm starting to get the idea already.
Because I asked them to do their job. They hate that, the lazy, fat-ass carbuncles. If they never did a lick of work in their lives, it would be too much for them. Ugh.
Alright, well, what seems to be the trouble?
The guy in room 3, Irv. He's not supposed to have anybody else living there, but I hear voices in there all the time. They're always banging on stuff, and I can smell burning and bleach and I don't know what else. Make him stop it or throw him out. Either one is fine with me.
That's not really... I mean, this isn't evidence of bomb making exactly. Well, okay, have you talked to him about it?
He just says there's nothing going on and there's no one in there but him. Lying to my face like I don't know shit from diamonds. How dare he? Apartment room 3. End of the long hallway. The door's on the right. I know he's up to something. I just know it.
Okay, Rosie. We got it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to investigate this, but I think this is where I'm going to break the episode. That's going to be it for us for the moment. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, in just a little bit here, we're going to find out what he's building in there. And we'll see you then.